I've been saying this all day. Did I already say on here? Because I've said it to like
Don't worry
a
about
bunch of
it.
people at the con
Yeah,
today.
tell me whatever.
Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I just met the guy. I just met Reagan Murdoch, who plays Aki in Chainsaw Man, this week. Even though we recorded that last year, and Himeno and Aki, English dub voices, had never met until this week. Like I just happened to see him in the lobby at Crunchyroll, and I thought that might be him. I was like,
So how'd you ask?
I just looked at him and went, Reagan? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, it's so cool to finally meet you, man. And like, I'm an idiot. I assumed he would know who I was just from being like, oh, hey, we're finally meeting or whatever. Because we had done like once like virtual signing, like over Zoom or whatever with a few Chainsaw Man actors, but he didn't recognize me. And he was just like kind of weirded out. He was like, nice to meet you.
That's what Ian said. I feel like it feels like 90% of the voice actors meet their co-stars for the first time at a con.
Very true. Very true. We mostly meet each other at cons or in the hallway at Crunchyroll if somebody's coming into a session and somebody else is leaving or whatever. We don't record in the same room, so we might go years never meet each other. Molly Cersei, who plays Akame in Akame Got Killed. That was the first show I ever worked on. As a script writer, like because I do ADR scripts for the dubs as well.
Cool.
That was almost 10 years ago, and I just met her in the past year at a con.
Wow,
that's the first time I met her.
That's crazy.
Would you have gotten embarrassed if Reagan thought you were just a fan?
I mean, I am a fan, but yeah, it was. I think that because he was like, you know how when somebody knows you but you don't know who they are, you have to be kind of like, hey. Pal, like it was like that, and he was being nice, but he like clearly didn't know who I was. I was like, Himeno. He was like, oh my god, and like hugged me. Like it was.
That's hilarious. I guess that would feel weird. I mean, just doing it that way and meeting your coworker or co-star or whatever. I mean, that's kind of strange. But
yeah,
wow. I mean, go ahead.
I wanted to ask, like, so since you've gotten like bigger roles, like in My Hero Academia and like Chainsaw Man, has your internet presence changed a lot? Like people are like replying to you or DMing you or
well, John Cena follows me,
but
that's because randomly, like a few months ago, John Cena, or I'm sure it's not him, I'm sure it's like his Twitter account, like his press person or whatever.
That's still badass.
But like he followed a bunch of anime voice actors, like out of nowhere. Do you remember this? Did you see this?
No,
it was like a thing.
Yeah.
And I was one of them, and so now I like to flex that like John Cena. John Cena has no idea I exist.
Peacemaker, come on.
I think he's like a real big My Hero fan.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, he's also really into BTS too.
Yeah,
he's like an angel.
I love that. I love learning that like big, like actual like A-list celebrities like the stuff that we do. Like that always makes me so happy. Jamie Lee Curtis is a huge One Piece fan.
Like she likes Nico Robin. Yeah.
Now I feel terrible because I'm not into it. You got John Cena.
I know.
Come on,
if John Cena has time to keep up with anime with his busy schedule,
watch One Piece. It's like the best one.
It's like 1,000 episodes of that.
Jamie Lee Curtis has seen it in between doing all those Activia commercials.
Samuel Jack. I can't say his name right. Samuel L. Jackson. He's also a fan of One Piece. So it's like.
Megan Thee Stallion is an anime fan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Brina Chopper, I love her. She's awesome. So I guess I'm